like the general thingy. Throuple debate. Look at me.
That's great. You did a double T on Scarlet, but yeah, no, that works.
Okay.
Hello. Just do. Wait.
Now I'm gonna go back to the main menu so I can pick my traits again. Chat needs to see. Okay. Here it is. Can I make this full screen? Yes, I can. Booty. Wait, my big light is on. I need to turn that off. Turn the little lights on. I want the little lights.
Alright. I still can't see the image. With...
There we go.
Fine. I'll
Okay.
see it eventually.
Now we start.
Now we start with the cinema.
I live in the city of Chicago. I'm a man. I'm hot and street smart. Okay, here we go. Let me get a drink. Sorry if this messes with you playing Flux. I'm gonna read out everything that I see. She's fine with that. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again, still exhausted. For a moment you're hazy on the details of exactly where here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt. Hi, I'm sorry if it messes with you playing the game, but I'm reading out everything.
That's
Seemed like
okay.
something
Do
you
it.
shouldn't
I
ignore,
want it.
even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of the long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet's Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying, oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Oh. Why are you talking? Wait, what? Yeah, you know, teen stuff. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was going to call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend and said he hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became a girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Though about 5 months ago she tried to break up with me, like for real, and jeez. You ever get so mad you just want to like kill somebody? Did he say she tried to break up with him? You can't begin to imagine what that might feel like. Nobody's ever broken up with you. Damn right. I've never felt that way about another person. I find it alarming that you have. Well, if I am so fucking good looking. Nah, no one's ever tried to break up with me. Yeah, should have figured you wouldn't get it. But if anyone ever does try to break your heart, you might be surprised by how it changes you. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. My sister's yelling in the other room. I'm gonna put my view account right underneath the settings. Right there. But I don't know if I'm into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. This guy sucks.
Yeah.
He's like my papa, for real, for real.
Brother.
Hey, driver, how much longer until the next stop? 10 minutes. Everything alright back there? Everything's fine. You don't have to bring the driver into this. We're just chatting. We're pals. Look, fatherhood is just scary, that's all. Plus, her mom is there, so it's not like she's alone. Her mom doesn't like me much, so that probably just make things super stressful. She'll understand, she's chill. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? Just a small town, you probably haven't heard of it. That's probably Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody goes up that way. Though, actually, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work at the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Hollow-Sea. And there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. Looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have some for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. Noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my back, so I don't want to carry them around anymore. Sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. You put your hand up, say no. I'm not really hungry. There's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have them on hand. Sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juice trickles out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Towards the end there, I was kind of starting to like him. Just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the sea across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk, though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on everything. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Reedle. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Make a good first impression with a winning smile. You never met someone who was able to resist your ability to make a good first impression. You flash a soft smile and give your condolences. Tabitha, it's so nice to finally meet you. I was sorry to hear about your mom. Thanks. For a brief moment, Tabitha is put at ease before she quickly straightens up and the annoyance returns to her face. It might not have been much, but you can confidently notch up another victory courtesy of the winning Reedle smile. Come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. They can impact relationships.
Where is my open dyslexic?
Green flag and turned it off because they couldn't read it done.
Welcome.
Can't believe we never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that one. Or had, I guess. Yeah, Dead Mom's Club. I don't know why my mom left or what kind of grudge she had against this side of the family, but I'm sorry. I wish I'd known about you. Whatever, what's done is done. How you holding up? Fine. You don't have to hide how you're feeling around me. We're family, even if we just met. She sighs a particularly heavy sigh. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine, really. So, the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. You decide it's best not to say anything in response. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up onto the steep mountain road. Here it is, the Scarlet estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to Someone used to cramped apartments in grey cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's going on in front of you. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. Dang, my family was rich! You're telling me I was broke?
Yeah.
Girl, make up with your family.
Yeah.
I want money.
They owned a coal mine, bro.
You're hit with a blow.
They
I didn't
they
know
own a
that
coal mine.
yet. I didn't know that. You spoiled it, Cinny.
No, you did. The stranger said there's a
He
coal
said
mine
there's
in
a
the
coal
fucking...
mine. Yeah, he said there's a coal mine in
Yeah.
Scarlet Hollow. I didn't know that was our coal mine. It could have been a coal mine. You silly Billy.
Fuck you then.
Hold on, let's move that back into the corner. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estates. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering around anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen, and hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Lie, it's beautiful. I don't think I've ever been in a building that feels as powerful as this. You're lying through your teeth, but Tabitha doesn't need to know that. In fact, not only does she not need to know that you're lying, but she won't know, ever. You're a very good liar. It is. The estate was the prized jewel of this region for a long time. It's quite a magnificent piece of architecture even now. Should we take our tour? Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her, or she'll talk your ear off. If you ever need any food, there's fixins for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online though, so I wouldn't be going with you. General store? How very folksy. Is it? It's a store that fulfills your general shopping needs. General store just describes what it is. It's nice.
Excuse you.
It's a kitchen. Alright, what's next? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Is that your cat? What's his name? Frou Frou. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. You decide to follow Tabitha's advice. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha through a long dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom, not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you do. Do what you must if you must. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room and mystery stains paint the floor. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guests. Lift toilet seat. Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. You're good, actually. You aren't desperate enough for this. You know, on second thought, I don't need to go. Might as well try since we're here. Is there another bathroom? There's my bathroom and there's my departed mother's, but this one is the guest bathroom, so you should get used to using it. No, I'm good. You leave the bathroom to rejoin your cousin and finish the tour. You still have to go, but it can wait until later. Maybe you'll sneak out to the garden. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can hang your clothes up. So you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. You used to sleep here. When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me, I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. You sure you're okay? You seem kind of upset. I'm fine, I just need to get back to work. I'm not gonna bring people over. Where are you going? To work. Someone has to pay the bills around here. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. Hashtag girl boss. No.
Come on.
Yeah. Damn, I can't believe you're only in your 20s and already running a coal mine. Talk about hashtag girl boss. Don't patronize me. I know you have nothing to your name, Reedle. I got, look at that beautiful smile. I got an achievement for looking at that smile. She looks beautiful.
Damn.
Any other insane questions before I leave? Inane questions before I leave? I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. Alright, I won't keep you, we should hang out. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Your cousin leaves through the door, and now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. And go straight to the forbidden wing of the estate. I'll settle into my room. Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. You drag your suitcase onto the dresser and open the bottom drawer. A possum lurks within. It is quiet but angry. Oh, pardon me. You gently close the drawer, leaving the marsupial in peace. This drawer belongs to the opossum, and there's nothing you can do about it. You open the top drawer, it's empty, as good a place as you'll find to put your clothes. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd have been better keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag, but there's no going back now. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull some weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. Yeah, you definitely do that. Just not right now. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Bell Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. I'm not touching that fucking doll. I'm touching the doll. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. You close the door, closet behind you. I'm not taking a nap. Doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do.
When I first played the game, I named my character Alexandra. So when I went in there,
You got terrified.
I shat my pants. And also, the first time I played, I also made it so I live in New York. So when the guy was like, "Oh, I want to go into New York," I was like, "Does he go to wherever you pick to live?"
You haven't eaten anything all day. I could have had some peanuts. The only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. Head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, a bread, and a plate, and a knife. I will not approach Frou-Frou. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from adventuring deeper? Can I piss? Canonically, I pissed out there. As you approach the fridge,
further, so.
why would I have to explore further? Dude, I go outside, I piss straight out the door. I stand in the door and piss outside if it's raining. I don't care.
You pissed on the pavement?
Yeah. Well, we have a back patio. If it's raining, you know, if there's already water there, I'm pissing on it. They truly do not. They truly underestimate how much men pee outside. I do it anyway. Your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading "Janie, stay out" in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words "Okie dokie." I like Janie. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Any person that responds to a written note by writing their own note and putting that as "Okie dokie" is a friend of mine. I'm not taking the ice cream. Take jelly. You reach out for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly. Carefully inspecting its expiration date, you breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Yeah, it's not mine to search, you know. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great, one step closer to a satisfying snack. The king of nut butters, and only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. The only thing you need now are a plate and a knife.
How respectful for her spaces.
Well, I'm a guest. She told me don't touch these things. I'm not touching the things.
I touched all of those things.
Yeah, I'm not touching the things. Look, okay, every time I do a run of a game like this, the first way I play it is just do shit like one to the other. Right now, my goal is I'm going to stay here for a week and do nothing, and that's the first way I'm going to play this game. I need to set a baseline before I do anything else.
I'ma just tell you, I touched all up in those things.
That's good for you. Now don't tell me anything else. I'll do that later. Right now, I'm going to be a respectful guest for the week that I have to be here, and then I'm going home.
Uh-huh.
Grab a plate and a butter knife.
I also felt that way the first time I played.
No, you didn't, because you were touching things.
No, I touched things this time, not last time.
I'm approaching Frou. Oh. This is clearly Frou-Frou's spot on the counter. I was just going to check if Frou-Frou's met. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations. A job well done. All of that hassle and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Congratulations, you've eaten and you have a full day. I'm gonna head to town. There's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. If you'd known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate clean between two of you and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. It's really pretty out here. Finally, you made it to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane. You shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Doggy! Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Oh, I haven't seen you around here before. Oh, that's not an old young lady. The young woman is noticeably flustered by your appearance. It's a phenomenon that you, as a hot, are all too familiar with. Sorry about Gretchen. She can be very slippery when she wants to be. Hope she didn't scare you.
Oh, my beloved. This is my beloved. Look at my beloved.
Shh. I need to form my own opinions about her, Sydney, but she is hot. Oh, she's so cute. I love pugs. Dang, she is cute. Sure, most of her teeth have fallen out and she's got a couple of weird growths, but for a 17-year-old pug, that's pretty good. She's 17. That's gonna be really old for a dog, right? Sure is. She's about 84 in dog years. I'm hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? What am I doing? I got so caught up in the excitement of meeting someone new that I entirely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of cold folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Introduce myself. Hi, I'm Reedle. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for a funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all alone up in that big house. You say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so cute. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. I'm worried about her too. She's always been a little rough around the edges, but I figured she'd probably be having a rough go of things. She and her mom were really close. To think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. You two friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to being able to call her a friend. The school there was really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. I was Puck when we read it out in English class. I played Puck. I read out Puck's parts.
Huh.
As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. I normally have a rule against accepting strange food invitations from people I don't know, but I'll make an exception because you're pretty. What can I say? I know I have my charms. Look at all these fucking people. This town's great. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Hey everyone, I'm Reedle. Just in town for the funeral. Nice to meet y'all. The woman behind the counter beams back at you. Hello there, welcome to the hall. You just let us know if you need anything, okay? You nod politely, giving a small wave as you and Stella glide into the nearest booth. Looks like you'll probably be the talk of the town for a while. It's not often folks around here meet any strangers. And with who you're related to, well, folks love their gossip, you know. Hey Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up coffee. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Fresh stiffs of bacon and dips in. What about you, stranger? Anything I can get you? The name's Avery. That's a gay man. That is the gayest
That's a
man.
non-binary
person.
man. That is a non-binary.
Non-binary
How
person.
could I have known that? That is a.
I'm just saying.
That is a queer
That's why they
person,
look gay
okay?
as fuck.
That's my point. This is a queer
That's why they look
person.
gay as fuck. Yeah. They are.
They're very queer, yes. They are so queer.
I take a biscuit and a coffee.
Just something.
Is bacon bad for dogs? But dogs love bacon. Rachel's like one of those 110-year-old ladies who's had a daily glass of wine her whole life. So why stop now? Maybe it's been the secret to her longevity. Anyways, don't worry, I always keep her on a diet. I gotta go in a sec. Want anything? Order a biscuit and a coffee. Can I have a biscuit and a coffee? I heard they were really good. Best in the county. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they go, I'm not doing voices anymore to too many people. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. Just trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. Okay, for a town that's supposed to be dying and like not have that many people, this is the most activity I've heard in the town in ages. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. The pot look like a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No, the Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. Isn't this like the rural South? That's gonna be unusual. I know, we must seem like such heathens. But there are plenty of God-fearing folks in this town, they just aren't the biggest fans of the local church. Well, the building's okay, but the pastor's another story. There's just something a little off about the guy, a little creepy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? What's your angle here? My angle? I would never have an angle. She definitely has an angle. Okay, so my job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with the camera. And it's always better when someone else is there too. Before Stella can finish, Ava returns Biscuit to him. Here's your biscuit. When he says it's on the house, she sends her condolences. What do I look like, a charity case? Thanks. You pick up the biscuit, it's delicate and fluffy, and Eddie crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from the surface. You take a bite, it melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow. Oh, crunching that out of bacon! Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So as Stella mentioned she's famous? Ha, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. They go to the forest with a camera. Okay. What kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. You should really check out her channel, Riddle. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. You know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known for a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up capturing this on camera. Stella pulls out a phone, shows you a clip of something in the river. Hidden Appalachia. Hold on, I gotta look something up. There are 2 channels called Hidden Appalachia. And they have nothing on them. One of them's AI generated. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had some people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the only one who saw the thing with my own two eyes. That's noticeable cryptid right there. That's an honest to goodness cryptid right there. No way that's a beaver or dog. There's no way a capybara would be swimming in a river in the mountains of North Carolina. Unless there's some North American colony of capybaras in Appalachia, but that would still count as a cryptid, wouldn't it? Yeah, until someone catches a capybara up here, that would still count as a cryptid by most standards. My comment section went nuts for this footage, and from there it spread to Twitter pretty fast. There were polls for days. I even had actual experts weighing in. It was all a really cool experience, and it meant the video did some pretty great numbers. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pegs. Kind of a weird sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will continue to forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of doing things around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you wanted to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait! No spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See y'all around. They're all southern, aren't they? If this is like North Carolina, the deep south. All of them are southern.
Yeah, they are.
Now that the
Or lightly southern.
clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. I'm going after Skunk Ape.
I know it. They're like
Interesting,
in southern.
tell me
It's
more.
almost
Well, it's kind of like Bigfoot, only smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but when I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with a dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? You want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing? Hold on.
Are you fact checking everything?
What? No, I'm scrolling down. Dingle wingle.
Hmm.
Do I want to go hang out with this person? I don't want to just make it into a romance thing, because I'm not a whore, you know, I'm just hot. I can be hot and not a whore.
You don't need to. You can go and not make it a romance thing.
Yeah, Tabitha is expecting me at home. She probably wouldn't give a fuck if I was home or not, actually.
No, not really. I do, but also not really.
I'll help her out. That depends, will Gretchen be there? Of course, it's actually been a while since I had anyone but Gretchen out there with me. Say no more. Oh wait, say no more, I'm in. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll be kind of like a blast from the past. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us, get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika is to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we can get him to come out of his cave if he's up for it. You mind if I make a quick call? I didn't agree to this. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. You want me to come by, or? If you're really sure, but if you change your mind, this voice doesn't fit her. I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. He's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for skunk ape. We could take the easier trials if that would help. Trails? Dang, man, that sounds awful. Hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring him. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Why? He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in town are. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He has had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so. But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. Can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well. It's not my place to talk about, really. Just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you'd love him. We should probably swing by his place sometime this week. We'll see. I don't know how much I should commit to doing this week. That's fair, but if you have the time, he'd love to meet you, and I think you'd get along. But we can talk about making friendship plans later. For now, we got a skunk ape to hunt. So, we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountains before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. I'll leave a tip. Pull out a single crumpled dollar bill in the quarter. Share the wealth while you've got it. You leave the money on the table and follow Stella. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the holler, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel strangely calm. The setting sun paints a beautiful color in the sky. Fresh air fills your lungs, and pleasant song of crickets trill around you as the night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along in front without a care in the world. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days, each summer is the hottest yet, until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air, see the leaves change, like normalcy's restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. You really expect to find anything out here? That's fair. We are hunting a creature that stayed hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something that popping up star on my little YouTube channel? But hey, the chance is never zero, right? What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here, other than cryptid-related stuff? Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of other videos of deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, tetanus lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. Oh, up on your shots, like, okay, I get it. I thought we were talking about camera shots. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Let's move on. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Phew, sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girly, just old Duke. See, that guy could have a fucking accent. He's got a daredevil hat on. I love this guy. Now what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk Ape. Sorry I asked. Who's this you sucker nanny coming with you? Wait a tick, you are. Is that? Yep, I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both of y'all head back to town here. Best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out needing with my own critter and won't be too appreciative if a couple fools with a camera scare away the more silent, sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? See anything like that?
I'm back. Hello.
Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business still, Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, dude. Maybe I can help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about cucamongas or whatever have you. Something's been getting to my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose any more than that. Huh. I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out here, Sarah. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You ain't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course, you wouldn't find any one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. Couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sign since the 90s, and even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple middle school age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people posting on your video. I love Duke. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of the woods at dawn. If you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. Right on, Duke. Killed that mountain lion. Hell yeah, right on, Duke. You gotta protect your property. An eye for an eye, a life for a life. I say we let him have his night in the woods, Stella. See, he gets it. Now go on home. But I've got to film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that'll mean for my career. You ain't the only one on a schedule. As you well know, my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty. We'll be gone near a whole week, so our chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it. You know how I feel about my chickens. Couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies. Well, now Stella's sad. Now I feel bad. On a base level, it's not even that I prefer Duke, it's that I don't want to walk around with that guy holding a shotgun. Let's just go, Stella. He's not gonna budge. You're right. No point in losing any more time arguing. Fine, well, I'm back to town. Break a leg out there, Duke. Break a what now? I mean, good luck, old man. Alright, have a nice night, y'all. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll get us around him.
Huzzah.
I need to do the thing that I said I would do earlier.
Ah.
QR code. The heck? Can't you do it with a different day?
Huh?
Can't you do it like a different day?
It'll take like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Copy link. Opera. I'm gonna say not with Duke out there and his shotgun, but I have a feeling the game's gonna interpret that as me hating Stella, and then she's gonna go, fine dude, if you don't want to do it, I'll just do it on my own. And then if she does that, then I'm gonna reload my save, because that's fucking stupid.
It won't.
I will find out on my own, Cinny.
It auto saves after every decision, so we don't need to.
Awesome, but I'll find out on my own.
I'm taking my earbud back.
Can I fucking do this thing, please? Can this fucking thing load? I would really like it if this thing loaded. It's taking ages. Jesus Christ. Hurry up! Come on. Boop. 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 Jeez Louise. Boop. Boop. Oh, this is going so fast, guys. It's working so well.
Uh-huh.
Download. Now I'm just gonna do this bit with this stupid bullshit. Fun print.
I have my earbud back in. Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, I see how it is. There you go. Now, boop, 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 boop. There we go.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Why is your vibrator turned on?
My
Let's do
dear,
that
I'm gonna
again.
need you to clarify what that is right now.
There we go. Here's the second one.
Dear.
I am
Here,
printing out
please.
QR codes on my sticker printer. You
Okay.
dirty-minded whores.
Okay.
You harlots, you whores, you degenerates.
I know
Harlot,
that it
I'm
wasn't
not
what it
scared.
sounded like, but I needed you to clarify for Cindy and the fact that you're streaming.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly thought it was like a computer or something that had a really shitty fan that you were trying to start up.
Dirty-minded.
Yeah. Huh?
I'm a whore.
Cindy, what did you think it was?
I thought it was a vibrator.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry, guys, I'm back. Okie dokie. There we go. No way, not with Duke and his shotgun out here. Wait, I like my head intact, not blown to pieces, thank you very much. Oh, you don't have to worry about old Duke, I've been tracking with him before. Man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. What are you, kidnapping me? Wait, you didn't want to dip out now? The sun's about to set. Things are just about to get good, I know it. I guess I'll stick around for sunset. Great, I promise it'll be chill. If it makes you feel any better, not much usually happens on these hikes. We'll probably just head home soon after it gets dark. Duke will never know we were up here. There's a great overlook just up the path. We can start there. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. God damn, look at that face. Lethal face card.
Mama.
As night falls, my new assistant, the gorgeous Reedle, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellas. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll soon be able to start tracking. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way down. In the meantime, we get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. Quietly look at Stella's eyes. Life doesn't get better than this, does it? I was thinking the same thing. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Who's that? No need to panic, let's check it out. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. What the fuck? A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down, you're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato. And they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? There was something wrong with that deer. Do you see its face? Yeah, it looked kind of messed up, didn't it? It's never too late to turn back. I don't actually think I'm really cut out for this sort of thing. Those deer genuinely spook me. I don't know if you want me weighing you down. Don't be so hard on yourself. You just aren't accustomed to the sounds of the forest yet. When you go on your first few night hikes, everything sounds like some horrible monster that's just waiting for an opportunity to shred you to bits. But eventually you realize it's mostly dead raccoons, which probably won't go after you. Here, let's take a quick snack break before we go into the night's activities. Maybe some food will help you settle your nerves. Assorted snacks. Let's see these. I'm taking the trail mix. You grab the trail mix. Classic choice, it never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own and make sure it has the best stuff. Mostly M&Ms. And I left out the raisins, no one liked those anyway. You instead settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand. As the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you, Gretchen gnaws at a stick, distracted for the time being. So tell me what it's like in Chicago. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Reedle. Why do you want to know? Why wouldn't I want to know? I've lived in this town my whole life.
The least depressing one is the difficult one. I will just tell you that right there.
I was going to say the one with a difficult roommate. Is that the one that you just said?
Yeah, that one's the least depressing one.
Yeah, I was
And
going with
funniest, in
that.
my
That seems
opinion.
like the most average one.
Yeah.
With a difficult roommate. I didn't find this guy. An old roommate of mine had him move in, and they just left and kind of stuck me with him. He's not the worst roommate I've ever had, so I can't complain too much. The biggest issue is his complete lack of respect for any boundaries. He sleeps on the couch in the common area most nights, always unclothed. Steals bites of my food, which he thinks he's being really sneaky about, but there's nothing sneaky about taking a huge bite out of a freshly made sandwich when there are only two of us living there, even if I'm in the other room when it happens. And he infringes on my privacy all the time. If I close the door to my room, he'll just start screaming, and sometimes even attack the door until I open it, then just walk away. It's like he has a complex about closed doors. It's a cat, isn't it? It's a cat. Which of course also means he doesn't close the door when he's doing his business. Or it's like he wants me to watch him. It's a cat. At least once a week, he somehow misses and leaves 3 big pee puddles, which I always wind up stepping in. It's gotten to the point that I think he's causing lasting damage to the house, and no matter what I say or do, it just doesn't get through to him. Anyway, sorry for the rant, but I could go on for hours about this guy. I mean, he's a cat, yeah, but he's a particularly horrible cat. It's not like I can just give him away or anything. That'd be cruel. Wait, he's a cat? Like the animal? Yeah, his name is Truck. I'm terrified I won't get my security deposit back because of what he's done to the place. So what do you do for a living? Don't tell me anything, Sydney.
These are all fine.
That seems kind of like what I'm gonna do. So you know those ads you see on the sidebar of every website you visit that feel like they know way too much about you? Oh yeah, the ones that recommend stuff based on things I could swear I only talked about in person. It's so creepy. It's like they can hear everything I say. I work for a company that builds those ads for other companies. I went to school for computer science and thought I'd be doing something challenging when I got hired, but instead of actual programming, they mostly have me go in and make endless changes to the font size and color or whatever to make more people want to click on the ad. I usually make like 40 or 50 ads that are almost exactly the same and track each of them on a giant spreadsheet. That's my life. That seems a little soul-crushing. Could be worse. At least I have a job, I guess. Programmers make a lot of money, right? Usually. I definitely thought the number on the paycheck was a lot when I was fresh out of school, but it turns out they hired me way market rate. Maybe I'll find something new though. A crisp breeze washes over you. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. You can see the tree line, but whatever might be out there is nowhere to be seen. I think we're being watched. It might be Skunk Ape. Do your best to pretend it isn't watching us. We don't want to scare it off. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. I gather your parents aren't exactly around anymore? Yep, you got it. They died a few years back. But it's okay, I've done my mourning. Life goes on, and we still have to we still get to live in our beautiful family home, just me and Gretchen. Could be a lot worse. I guess we're both members of the Dead Mom Club. Yeah, this is a person that would be okay saying that. I guess we are. How are you holding up? I'm okay, hanging in there. It was a long time coming up, so it wasn't a surprise. I'd kind of come to terms with it by the time it actually happened. It's not all bad. She doesn't have to be in pain anymore. That's a relief. The hospital bills are another story, though. Can't even imagine how bad that must be. It's just salt in the wound at that point. It's showtime. Jesus Christ! Yeah, no kidding. Whatever made that sound, I've never heard anything like it. And it's close. Hey, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. No, don't go towards the chicken! Duke's gonna shoot you in the face! Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. What the fuck was that? What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. Guessing it must be 2, maybe 3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out Skunk Ape. Whatever it is,
I don't know why my audio decided it wanted to crash right as that happened, but FML.
It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. What have you got me into? Just the best part of cryptid hunting. Let's talk about it later. If we're watching this thing, if we're catching this thing, we've got to go now. Yep, I'm dumbass. Ow! Are you okay? Hey, yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Oh, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh, Jesus, still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera. It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have taken some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that could be done for her at this point. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Do you hear that? Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go home? Birdie? Birdie, oh no, what's happened to you, sweetheart? Dude, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. Jesus H. Christ. There is something really wrong with all of the animals we've seen tonight. No goddamn shit. It's like some kind of plague. Better not be contagious. Duke, we saw that thing that got a hold of her. Got it on camera too. I don't know what it is yet. A gnome or something? You know there ain't no such thing. This is like that deer. Deer? What deer? We ran into one earlier. It had growths just like Bertie. What do you mean it loads after every check? Oh.
Before every decision.
I will examine the chicken. God damn it.
You did not examine the chicken.
I clicked the wrong one. You stoop down to look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen get too close. She'll try to take a bite out of it if you don't stop her. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against her harness. Examine the growth. Good God, at first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. She can still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop and she'll be right as rain in a couple days. Happened to me once, there's not so much as a scar these days. I don't know, it looks kind of like there's something in there. Whatever it might be, you know you better than to investigate this lump any closer. You've seen horror movies. Do you think she's become an egg? Like one of those things is gonna pop out of her? No, I refuse to entertain that notion. She ain't some kind of incubator. She just needs that thing drained or maybe some antibiotics, that's all. It's just like that deer. We ran into one earlier, had growth just like Bertie. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you. Gently at first, barely a whisper, but then a guttural moan, and then another and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. I think we should get out of here. Agreed. We've all had enough excitement. Come on, Birdie, let's get you home. You guys hearing this? She starts filming again. As Duke scoops up the injured Bertie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded, the strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. What in the hell is that? You feel a tightening in the leash pulling at you from behind. Don't you step another foot closer, I'll shoot! Don't think I won't! The man hesitates and the thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Bertie, tucked under Duke's arm. The leash is drawn, fully taut, and there is a sudden looseness. Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the din around you. You and Stella tag just in time to see one of the creatures slithering out from the bush. Gretchen winces and barks, Gretchen's whines and barks reach a fevering pitch as another creature's malformed hand grasps out. Oh my god! What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once, a patter of unnatural feet and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Bertie with an oddly jointed limb, while Stella stares in shocked silence, as if paused, watching as another creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Shit, get your grumpy little hands off my bird! Duke's got a gun, man. You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered toad sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there is the deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it's gone. Duke? Oh my god, what do we do? Okay, first things first, I grab Gretchen. There, step 1 is done. Gretchen is safe. Okay, great. Step 2. What's step 2? We called the cops, obviously. No. Stella, we need to get our stories straight. Duke had a hunting accident by himself. No, we can't do that. We've got to call the cops. Obviously. Do you have signal out here? I know I don't. Look, we're going to have to run through the woods to reach the road anyway. I say we might as well chase after those things and get as much footage as we can. No one's going to believe us if we don't have proof of what's happened. We owe it to Duke. Are you nuts? A man is dead, Stella. Yeah, you're right. Let's head back and call the police. My phone should get reception once we're back at the main road. As you and Stella quickly make your way back through the woods, the unearthly whispers of creatures unknown once again surround you. You say nothing, continuing forward with a grim determination. We're almost there! You and Stella reach the main road and whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. Sounds like they've stopped following us. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. You feel a buzz in your pocket. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. 13 text messages. I'm calling her. You try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. You text Tabitha back and let her know you're okay. Your message sits unread. Tabitha seems worried. It's pretty late, isn't it? Stella pulls out a phone and dials. Hello, Earl, it's Stella Richmond. I'm up on the mountain on the Askina Trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun, it happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry. Jesus, Earl, who's gonna tell Bo? I guess now we wait. It takes a little while, but eventually the patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walks 2 officers. Sheriff Hugby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses despite it being the middle of the night. See, right there, a thing jumps out of the woods, takes the shot, then the shotgun goes off. What in Sam Hill? What is that, some kind of Pillsbury doughboy? Could have been a naked maniac. No, there was more than one. They chased us through the woods. Whatever they are, they aren't human. And they killed Duke. Now we're gonna have to confiscate this camera, Miss Richmond, if you don't mind. This is evidence. But, okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. Stella gave in to their request suspiciously easily. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out here in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Hugby and I... Please, call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you and... Who are you exactly? That's Reedle. He came into town today for the funeral. All right, sure. We'll escort you both back to town. There's a naked maniac on the loose. It's best you don't walk back on your own. Was it... Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things out there could attack someone else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke is going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. We have to ride back with you? We can just walk. Those creatures left will be fine. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist. For your own safety. Stella sighs. Okay, thank you. You can ride up front with me, little lady. That is it. That is if your mama permits. Sure, Al. You can hold Gretchen on the way back. Comes us you and Stella into the back. You are just the cutest little thing, Miss Gretchen. Yes, you are. Sheriff Hugby pats Gretchen on the head affectionately, but she remains wholly focused on Stella, a worried look stretched across her little pug face as Hugby scratches behind her ears. For such a gregarious person, Stella is unusually quiet as the car makes its way down the pitch-black mountain road. Hey Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. Place a comforting hand on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but you can feel some sort of tension ease and hear her let out a self-soothing sigh. You sit quietly, watching the trees pass by in the light of the headlights. Every now and then you think you see a pale, anguished face staring out at you before it slips back into the darkness. Soon the rumble of gravel beneath tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the car comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name was, Riedel. Sure. You're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't you go leaving before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on him for us. Make sure he doesn't get into any more trouble. Y'all have a good night now. Bye-bye, Gretchen. Oh, that was the... Bye-bye, Gretchen. And y'all have a lovely evening. And if any bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella inside. Holy shit. I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you want to walk up? That's a fair question. I've just had some bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them, and I don't like getting into them unless it's literally a question of life or death. Which I guess tonight was. Sorry if I waited you out. God, what a night. They seemed a little blasé about everything. I can't believe they're waiting till the morning to even start looking for him. Who knows what those things are doing to his body right now? What's worse is I think they implied that you're a suspect, even after we showed them all of that footage. You say nothing in response. But it's okay. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. They won't get to that point either, because we're going to do a little investigating of our own. We've got to find out more about these things. If we can get clearer footage, or better yet, trap one of them, there's no way they can blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have, and never came across something like this. There is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. I should check in on Tabitha. My friend's place is on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't take long. You sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to head up that mountain route by myself after everything that's happened tonight. You sigh in resignation. It'll be worth it. Let's go. This Stella bitch is pushy. Jesus! You and Stella turn to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Welcome home. Before you can respond, the door to you swings open and an older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I ain't helping you tonight. You look back and the figure has already gone disappeared into the shadows of the night. Sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Riedel. Is it okay if we come in? Of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Riedel. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul. She's been sorely missed in the holler. Now poor Pearl Ann is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Who is that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. We need your help. Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh my lord. Have you contacted the police? Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things out there, I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out a memory card from her sleeve and pops it into her phone. This must have been why she was so quick to hand over the camera. I wasn't just about to let the police hold on to this. At least not before we've had a chance to make a copy. Cops are gonna be mad when they find out you kept that. Only if they figure out I kept it on purpose. Don't worry, I can play dumb when I have to. As far as they'll know, it was an honest accident. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes, I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger? And louder if you can? I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You better come with, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more than willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Can you get the kettle? Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? She got titties. Oh,
Exactly.
Hey, Stella. And Gretchen? Who's a good potato? And a stranger? A cute stranger. Oh god, I said nothing. Shut up, bitch. I just watched a man die. I'm not in the mood to introduce myself. You're too tired to respond. This is Reedle, Tabitha's cousin. Oh, right, I heard he was coming to town. It's a little late. Why are you two here? Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella? What the hell is this? I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Reedle and I have... Wait. I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Reedle and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? I'm fine. Really, I'm okay. You remain silent. Poor Duke. Poor Beau. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Beau, but Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem to be in much of a hurry to do anything. I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. I didn't like Duke anyway. You remain silent. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. Mom, come on, whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Reedle with this taily-po crap. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. She always said they never hurt people, despite the grisly scene in the woods. But Duke is dead. Then if these are ditchlings, his death was an accident, or my grandmother was wrong. She was very rarely wrong. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. Jesus, Mom, haven't they already been through enough? Do we really need the spooky window dressing? What if it's important window dressing? Oh, I know. Okay, I know when I'm outnumbered. Maybe the ditchlings were here for Duke? Like some sort of self-fulfilling prophecy? Unfortunately, no. Their presence forewarns of something far more sinister than one man's death. Can we please stop talking about these things like they're magic? I don't know if that's a helpful way to look at things. They're obviously some type of unknown animal. Maybe they're making more of themselves. You know, you have a point there. Maybe they're like big mosquitoes and the growths you saw are a severe allergic reaction. Or maybe they're parasites using the local wildlife to incubate. Honestly, that could be worse than them being supernatural. Oh dear, I've forgotten entirely about the tea I put on. Let me fix you a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late, and I should let Reedle get some rest. I ran him ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. Thank God, let this miserable night finally end. I'm tired as shit. I never wanted to go out there in the first place, and I certainly didn't sign up for watching someone die. I did not want to say that I never wanted to go out there in the first place, so fuck that. I'm reloading that. Fuck you. I just want to go home. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? That's right. You go on home now, and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. I can't help but feel like you two have been dead silent for ages. What's going on? Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening to your telling.
Is Cindy here? She's got a
I have
Sailor
no
Moon
idea.
t-shirt on, I just realised.
She does.
Bye, Stella.
I
I'll see
like
you tomorrow,
Kanika.
okay? Call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Riddle. This is not what I wanted to do. It's excellent, spice or warm, though with the nights getting chillier, one will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Did you ever see this stuff?
Me?
Yeah, did you get to this bit?
I'm playing it with you, and yes.
Okay. Alright, let's call it a night. Mind walking me home? Well, this is me. Are you good finding your way back?
I'm not doing the exact same thing that you're doing, but I'm doing similar enough that I'm seeing most of the same stuff.
I wanted to press this one. You nervously look back at the dark road behind you. Sorry, Riddle, I think I just need some time alone tonight. I'm sorry. We'll talk tomorrow, alright? I'll see you around. Yeah, we're in this together. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. As far as you know, those creatures from the woods have infested these trails as well. But it's too late for you to turn around. You'll either make it back to the estate or you won't. Almost home. Your salvation is in sight and you make a mad dash for the door. Oh, thank God you're back. Where the hell have you been? I called you back as soon as I had reception. Did you? I didn't notice. I watched a man die tonight. I went into the woods with this girl I met to find some cryptids and it ended up with us watching a man die. Ah, so you met Stella then. Ah, that explains everything. She's gotten you all worked up. Go to bed, I'll see you tomorrow. I watched a man die and she has nothing to say?
Nope.
I'm
Apparently
sorry,
not.
Tabitha. I need to leave. Please, I need to leave this town as fast as possible. Don't let Stella's nonsense worm its way into your head. There's no bus until next Monday, and there's no way I'm driving on these mountain roads. You're stuck here until the next bus comes, so settle down. Good night. You're alone in the estate. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you. You thoughtlessly stumble into your room. Before you can even fully realize you're there, you've already collapsed onto the mattress, exhausted. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened somewhere else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters, and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. Wow. That shit's fucked up.
Indubitably.
If going to the woods with Stella is one thing, then how many other things have you found so far?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to,
I just want to know how many.
like, for the first chapter,
Yeah.
I think I went to the woods with Stella both times.
Damn.
The first time I played and the time I'm playing now.
Okay.
Again, there are some differences in the story, but I stuck mostly to that part.
I think that's enough Scarlet's Hollow for me.
I had a funny feeling you might say that.
Hey, you finish an episode